Data science. Okay, so as already you have know somehow the Python and which is most trending language that we are using. Okay, and which is basically used for the data analysis part and data visualization. So these are the concept that we are using in the data science. Data science is a what now it is a very trending technology that we are using today. In daily life, any person can become a data scientist. It is a combination of two parts. If you segregate these two parts, one is your data, another is your science. Data means it is any raw fact, any information, and from that information you retrieve it, and you have to use different kind of scientific methodology. Through this methodology you have to extract the exact data which is required for you, then utilize it. It's just like an example. Suppose when you are moving through a traffic, when usually you take a short way, a shorter path to reach your home. Okay, to reach your home you have the two paths. One is a national highway you have, another you have like you can say it is a shorter what gully road is present. So normally in daily life we took that road, but somehow one day when you back to your home you found that gully road is stocked with the traffic. There is a huge traffic are present. Okay, and by standing over there you look here and there what is happening. First you have to analyze yourself, what is happening, why the traffic are stuck, why the person are not moving, why the person are not going ahead. So you have to see here and there, and lastly you have to decide to move ahead, so that in that shorter period of time you found there are a lot of vehicles are present, which is having a different colors, which is having a different size, different company. Okay, you look at here and there. There's a Pulsar bike is there, Santa Cruz car is present, Tata car are present. But to move ahead, the company of the car, the color of the car, the brand of the car is not required for me. The particular information it is required for me, that is what, whether there is any place is available to go ahead. If there is no enough space is there, then you took the national highway. So in the short period of time we assume, we analyze whether that particular road is suitable for me or not. The similar way, in your home you people also is a data scientist. Your mother is a data scientist. How your mother is knowing when the ration will over, when the vegetable will what finish from your home, then the mother is asking you and your father to bring it. Like in our city we have like weekly shutdown and lockdown, so that before we are moving to the Saturday, in the Friday we purchase for the 2-day ration or 2-day vegetable. Normally we if you want some kind of non-veg, normally it is required in the Sunday, so you purchase from the Friday, because you know that in the shutdown all the things are not available or it is difficult to available, so that you collect it for the 2-day requirement. So you know what is the requirement for your family. So beyond this, you purchase that item. So that is what, that is a science. You know the quantity of rations required, the quantity of vegetable it is required for your family. So data science is just like that. So you can say like it is a methodology which is used to extract the particular information which is required for a user. And it is now very trending part in our life. We require the data. From the data, we assume what is happened. Everybody wants and want to know what is happened in future. Okay, so in Delhi news channel, if you see in the morning time, there is a Jyotish is there, and he is just assuming what is happened to you, depending upon zodiac. Okay, today what is happened, if you have this and what is happened to you. So everybody also having an interest, and somebody is giving a call. Okay, my son is becoming a very naughty, and when my daughter will going to be married, and what is the proper timing. Okay, so lots of things we're asking, and he's giving a solution. So you have to feed this cow, feed this crow, then this mangal dasa is what going to be avoid, or it is not hampering your life. And if you notice over there, previously what happened, like it is calculated by the Jyotish or astronaut. Okay, so they're using a palm tree leaf, but now they collect your information. They're asking what is your date of birth, what is your place, what is your time. They enter it in the software, then they assume what is happened, and they are also giving you the solution for it. Okay, and from the data, if I know you, then I analyze what has happened to with you. So if you link up with your friend circle, and if you have the two best friend, so you can normally assume that if your friend is in a trouble, and when is like happy, you can assume it, because you know that means from the person face you can assume it what is happened, and that thing is correct up to 90%, and maybe it is 100%. Knowing the future means what? You have to collect the data from the history and then take the decision. Like in the previous month, we have we having in a fear factor, like the cyclone is coming and it is hit in this area, it is hit in Paradeep, it is hit in the Baleswar area, it is hit in the West Bengal area. Okay, so they gathering this information and giving the correct information, and that information is up to 90% is correct. It is now the modern technology to assuming the business process, to assuming the weather forecasting, health. The people are expecting, like in the news and in the newspaper, in the news channel, they're saying that the third wave is coming, on the month of October, then now it is decreased to September. Somebody is saying that in the August last we have to face. So depending how they are assuming it, how the health expert is assuming it will happen because of the data. They gathering the current data, based upon the current data, they assuming what is happening. Data science is like that. Data science is not giving you 100% result. You cannot, if you tell all the thing in the future about the future. Okay, so that will be, you can also find out the future of the human, but it is not happened. We assume, but based upon the data, if you assume, it will be correct up to 90%. And if that ratio is increased, then you are the best data scientist. If it is increased 95% correct, 96% is correct, then you are the best data scientist. So it is also life cycle. So I just go through this definition. What is this data science? Data science is a process of driving knowledge and insight from a huge and diverse set of data through organizing, processing, and analyzing the data. It involves many different disciplines like mathematical, statistical, modeling, extracting data from its source, and applying data visualization technique. Often it also involves handling big data technology to gather both structured and unstructured data. Below we will see some example scenario. Okay, so we will go for it. Okay, so I will tell you how it is working in the data science part. So we, in this 2 year, we coming to know that some kind of word like isolation, quarantine. So these are the words are there, means it is there, but it is not used in our daily life. We're not even of not knowing what is quarantine. Okay, what is isolation? Okay, what it exact mean? So we don't know it because we're not facing that situation. Can you believe it is present before it? And this method, quarantine, isolation, it is implemented in past year when the Spanish flu is coming. So now what are the steps we are taken to handle this pandemic? So they just follow the history. In the history, what the people are usually doing it. They adopt some kind of features from past and they implementing some new thing to handle this pandemic situation. So data science is what? You have to gather the information from the diversity system. Okay, so you collect the information from everywhere. Then you have to analyze it. You have to gather it. Which information is required, you have to collect it. Then you have to analyze. How to analyze? By using statistical method. Sometimes like in the business news, you listen, the market is up, the market is down, the market is up, and this is the proper time to invest your money in the market. Okay, so like lot of people are investing the money in the trade market, in a particular company. Before that, they analyze the company. What is the business is happened in the earlier year. So based upon that, the peoples are applying the or investing the money over there. So mathematical, the data science is just like that. You have to collect the information from the different sources. Then you have to visualize it. What is happening in future? Okay, so based upon that information, we are investing the money in the company. Expecting forward, Now expecting we are getting benefit. Now anybody can investing the money in the Reliance Jio. Okay, means it is going on. The company is never what down. Okay, like when the new company has what launched, so every people has what, if a new product has launched, or if a new mall is open in your area, that means in that 2 to 3 months the sales is going up in that particular mall, because of when you are moving over there, we're taking a photo and we what we have the what anxious to purchase the item, either any kind of discounts are present or not. So that is similar way, when any product is launched in the trade market, the investor is investing the money in the new company because people are purchasing, so they're getting high benefit on that. So first we come to know that what is data. Data means it is a information. One purpose of data science is to structure data, making it interpretable and easy to work. Data can be categorized in the two groups. One is structured data, another is unstructured data. Data is a collection of information. When I supposed to store your information, what information I am going to store? I will store your name, your contact number, your address. Okay, so it is a information regarding you. And what are the information I am storing for you? Like I store the ID, I store the name, I store the address, I store the contact number. That is called the attribute. For whom I am storing the data, that is called the entity. And for what are the information I'm going to store, like name, contact number, that is called the entity. That is called the attributes. Then this data is again two types. One is structured data, another is unstructured data. When you are taking a photo from your mobile phone, it is stored randomly. Okay, so it is stored either way. Okay, and if you want to search the photo that you have taken with suppose Mr. Amit, then you have to search for it by scrolling it down where the Mr. Amit is present, where Mr. Amit is present. But now what happened, some kind of Android system is now enhanced through the face recognition. You can search the data. You store all the data. You store all the information. But there is a face recognition is there. If you touch that face, then automatically it is display you that photo that you have taken with the Mr. Amit. When you take the photo and you have to just store this photo, Amit is my friend. Suppose, like if you saying that this person is my father, and if you want to search the photo that you have to taken with your father, just open the Google Speak and just asking, open the photo that I have taken with my father. Try it, and you have to notice that your father photo is coming. So when you take so how it is happen? When you take the first time photo and you open the album, it is asking you which person is this. So you have to mention that this person is my father. At once I said it, only once I said it, this person is my father. When you take the photo, sometimes it is asking you, is this face is matched with your father? Because suppose I take the photo of my father in normal position, and in holy, it is having a suggestion. Is this face is matched with this person after taking a color? So if we give as a suggestion yes, then it is stored there. Then you are asking in the Google Speak, open the photo of my father or open the photo of my friend, it is automatically displayed. There is no need to search over there. So earlier what happened, there is very difficult part to store and to retrieve the information from the unstructured data. Structured data is already there, like it is stored in a row and column format. But how you get this unstructured data? When you record a video, so I give another example. When you record any kind of audio, it is stored in your device audio V011, audio V011. Okay, then if I ask, give me the audio that you have recorded with Mr. Amit. So it is very difficult because audio file are stored in a predefined name and the name that is allocated by the system. So it is very difficult to analyze. That is the unstructured data. Now to organize this unstructured data and to get the correct information from the unstructured data, this data science is playing the important role over here. Okay, so now I move to this structure and unstructured data. This is your unstructured data, like I store the name, I store the contact number, I store the address. So name, contact number, address, I store in a Word file. I store in a text file. So it is stored over there. But if that information, when I store in a particular format, like in a row and column format, or in any relational database, like Oracle, like SQL Server, so it is a structured data. Structure means, suppose I ask that please give me the mathematics note. So you search the mathematics note from where? From your study room. You are not search this mathematic notes from your kitchen, because you organize it. You organize all your notes in your study room. If I ask for any note, you move to there. You have to search for it and you give it to me. Similar way, unstructured data means it is there in my home, but where I have stored, I don't know. So that is the unstructured data. Means photo is there in my device, but when I have taken and which time I have taken, that I don't know. And in which folder it has stored, that I don't know. But there is a functionality, face recognition is there, through which we get the accurate photo from my device. So that is the unstructured data. Structured data is created using predefined and fixed schema. Schema means I have give a specific format. You have to use that format and give it to me. You can think about a table. You can think about a cell. It contains the discrete value, means the particular value. And easily, if I ask any information, you search over there and got it. So it is a purely structured data where you can get the information easily. But today's scenario is what? The challenging thing is what? To get the accurate information from the unstructured data. In daily life, why we talking about data? Earlier, we recharge in our mobile phone for like 50 rupees, 200, 300 rupees for the data for 1 month. And it gives us 1 GB data. So 1 GB data we are using in a month. But now 3 GB, 4 GB is not sufficient for us. Earlier, in a month, okay, in a day we are generating 6 MB of data. A person is generating 6 MB of data in a day before 6 to 7 years, before 4G has come. But now, in 1 second, 1 millisecond, not 1 second, 1 millisecond, we are generating that amount of data, 6 MB of data. How? If you take any one photo, that is a 6 MB. Okay. So that is, you can say, it is the information, or now we generating this huge amount of information, and to manage this information is very difficult and very difficult task for us. So why this Python, it is used in the data science? Okay, it's Python that already some of you know it. It is a simple, easy learn language. It is just like R language. It is cross-platform. You can use the Python language in the variety of operating system, platform independent, multi-environment setup, and it gives you the result very fast. Memory management, it is automatically going on. It is interpreted in nature. Interpreter, you can say, like, it is execute one statement. Okay, and it is check one by check all the codes line by line. That is called the interpreter. Compiler is what? It will take huge value. It is take the all the lines. Then it will give you result. Interpreter work is what? Step by step checking is happening. So it is cross-platform language, and garbage collection, it is automatically happen, and it is very fast. Okay. So Python that we're using, and it has huge amount of library for the data science. Like the different data science tools that we're using, NumPy, SciPy, Panda, these are the data science tools are there. These are the tools which is used for analyzing and visualizing the information, collecting the information, data cleaning is required. So becoming a data scientist, so first of all, you have to gather the information. Suppose I open a business. I open a business for milk product. So first of all, I have to analyze the category of people that are using the milk, and the peoples, those are basically, they are using per day milk they require. Then we have to find out those are having kids, what are the requirements are there. The older person, they also require the milk. So based upon that, I find out which person using it. So it is a general thing. So again, I come back another business like mobile phone. Apple mobile phone, Vivo, Oppo mobile phone is there, Samsung mobile phone is there. So I want to promote my brand. I know that Apple is very costly. I cannot sell it in the remote part of instead in remote part of country. It is not sell in your village. That mobile phone, if you promote it into the city, in the metro, then easily it will sell. So based upon the customer segment, I have that product with me. The similar way, you have to analyze the information where you can say the Apple mobile phone. If you take this Apple mobile phone in the remote part of our Odisha, like Kalahandi district, in the remote part, Mahavishta area, it will not be safe. Even if you cannot sell a smartphone, So here Python has the packages which can directly use the code from other language like C language, and this Python is basically it is used for this data visualization by using NumPy, Panda and SciPy. These are the three different tools we are using for data visualization. Now I come to the data science life cycle. How the data science is working. Every person is having a life cycle. We're taking a birth, then after that we're going to a school, then we're moving to the college, university, then we're in the job, and after it is complete we go for the retirement. So it is a career of any person. There is a we are having a life cycle. For getting a job or to work anywhere, first we learn from school, we learn from college, we learn from university, then we place somewhere. So data science first part is your business understanding. So what is that business understanding? I'm giving a tax like that you go for are the two number. So when I'm giving a tax are the two number, then there is a picture comes to your mind that I have to take the two number, then I have to use the plus operator, then I'm getting a result. Some of you do the project. Okay, so you are working on a project. So first of all, you analyzing, you understand the requirement of the situation. Then you design this website, COVID-19 Health Center. Are you thinking it before 3 years ago? COVID-19 Health Center, it is not required. This disease is not there before 3 years in the 2018, 2017. It is not there. At that time, anybody cannot expect it that 19 will come, COVID-19 will come, and we have to stand in a queue for the oxygen. And somebody is coming to deliver the food in our doorstep. Because somehow we manage our food. Upper caste and middle caste family. But the situation has come, and by the following the rule, if you have the disease, then it cannot go outside. So you have to order the food. Some of the organization is there, they are delivering the food with the free of cost. So you understanding the purpose, so that you make that website, Health Center, Helping India. You create that software for giving a food to the person, giving oxygen to the person, giving medicine to the person, because they quarantined for the 15 days. So first of all, in the data science, first you understand the business process. You are creating a website for a COVID-19 health center. So first of all, you have to understand your what is the requirement of this website. What is the requirement of this website? To give the benefit to the COVID patient. That is your understanding. Then define the frame of the business problem. First, understand the business process to help the people. Then what are the problems that people are facing? Then you coming to know that people are facing for getting a food, because they are not allowed to go outside. People are facing to get medicines. People are facing problem to get oxygen. So that is a problem. So you are giving a solution in your website. Define the business objective. Your objective is what now? So first you understand your problem. Your objective is what? You define, my objective is, this is the problem. I have to give food, I have to give medicine, I have to give oxygen. So that is your business objective. Then agreed on the success criteria. So for this purpose, I create this website and I agreed that if I make this option, then it will success. I will give benefit to the customer. I will give benefit to people. That is the business understanding first. Then data mining. Data mining is the process of finding the anomalies, pattern, and correlation within the large setup to predict the outcome. Using the broad range of technique, you can use the information to increase the revenue, cut costs, improve the customer relationship, reduce the risks, and more. Data mining. Data mining is the process to find the anomalies. Okay, so now you found that there is a lot of people are suffering from COVID-19. You have to deliver the food, but there is a question mark is there. If every person are in your family is suffering from the COVID-19, then you deliver the food. Okay, suppose in a family there is a 5 person is there, only son is affected, then other person, mother can give. If in a family there is a husband and wife are there, and husband and wife both are found positive, they are in the quarantine, they are having kids. So it is now our duty to give the food to the kid, to give the milk to the kid. So that is called the data mining. You collect the information, COVID-19 information, lot of cases are coming. So you collect all the data. Then from the data, you have to find out those are the person which is or them are purely required the food. So you have to help them, not for all. Those are actual need. Okay, suppose in my family, okay, so in our family, if any one person is found positive, then we can help it. There's no problem in. We make this person as separate, then we give the food, we other person are allowed to take the medicine, so you give it to them. So in that, if you follow this way, then what happens? Suppose you found in that area 5 person are there, and you there is a government has giving a notice, this room is quarantined and for the 15 days. The people are not allowed to go outside. There is 5 people are present, but 5 people are not positive. Only 1 people are positive. But without getting the more knowledge, if you deliver the 5 food item, then what happens? Maybe other 4 people, those are really required the food, you are not giving it. So data mining is what? From the huge amount of data, you have to find the actual data which is required for you, which is meet for your objective. So that concept is called as the data mining. To getting the actual data. If you get the actual data, that means your cost is reduced again, and you can improve the customer relationship. Oxygen, who's required? Those are having that kind of problem. So those are wanting oxygen, then you have to supply the oxygen to the people, but not for all. If you supply the oxygen to all people, maybe they sell it to the other person, they're getting the benefit from there. So what happened? Those are the person are required, really required oxygen, they're not getting. It is happening in the Delhi. People are suffering for to get the oxygen over there. So that is called the data mining. Why data mining is important? The volume of data produced is doubling every 2 years. Unstructured data alone make up 90% of digital universe. But more information doesn't necessarily mean more knowledge. If you collect more information, that means it is not what required. If you get the exact information, then it is required for us. Data mining allow you to sift through the what, like you can say, chaotic and repetitive noise in your data. Understand what is relevant information is required. Accelerate the pace of making the informed decision. If you get the actual information, then you have to get the correct decision, what to do. If information is hidden, suppose Odisha government is thinking for that, we have to hide the information. We are not giving the report to the people, to the other state, that there is patients are there. So what happened? Every person are free to come here and they mix up with us, and they are also suffering from this disease. That is happened because of China. They have not pre-informed to all the world so that it is spread throughout the worldwide. So that data mining is required. Collecting huge amount of information is not required for us. Collecting the accurate information is required for us. So that concept is called the data mining. Next is a data cleaning. Data cleaning is the process of preparing data for analysis by removing, modifying the data is incorrect, incomplete, irrelevant, duplicate, and improper format. Data cleaning is not simply about erasing the information to make a new space. Data cleaning is required to clean the unnecessary data. Those are the data is not required. Okay, like somehow when you collect the information, some data is missing. All the information is not present. Suppose you want to send the message to the people that you are launching a big mobile phone shop in your area, but you found that in you collect the information and you want to send the text to them, and you found that some of the numbers are present, those are not having WhatsApp. Okay, and if you send this message to all, then those are not having WhatsApp number, that message is not delivered. That means you are wasting your time, you are wasting your message. Suppose you are allowing to give 5,000 messages and you found that 1,000 numbers are not having any kind of WhatsApp number. So you have to remove it, you have to clean it. As a data scientist, they are giving 90% of time for data cleaning. For the data, as a data scientist, or you if you want to become a our data analytics, and if you want to be becoming a data scientist, so 90% of time you have to give for the data cleaning. Okay, so somehow like in the now we are having the fresh rice from the shopping mall, but before in earlier age, okay, in your village, okay, if you purchase the rice, you have to what, just clean it. You have to search for the what stores are there. Okay, and the black rice is present, you have to remove it. Okay, so normally the grandmothers are doing that work. After all the work is over, in the lunch hour time, they do this work. A similar way, as a data scientist, data cleaning is required to getting the relevant information, which is helping you to analyzing more data. Then you have to explore your information. Data exploration is the initial step in data analysis, where the user explore a large data said in an unstructured way to cover the initial pattern. Okay, so then after collecting the information, then you have to explore it. You have to show it. The process is not meant to reveal every bit information. It's just like a promo. When you are watching a movie, there is a promo is there. Okay, so in lockdown we go through that Radhe movie. Okay, so from the promo, we have to assume that it will be a good movie. Okay, if the promo is good, promotional is good, then people is having interest that we have to see this movie. Data exploration is like that. You are going to that particular shop where the display item is there. Okay, so some of time when we are going to purchase our dress, we are going to that particular dress shop. Those are not having any kind of real brand. There's a local shop are there. If they're having a good display in their front, then we have the interest. There is maybe some kind of good quality of dresses there. We're going to that place. Data exploration is just like that. You have to promotion. You have to give. You have to promote it. It is not having any structure. It is on structure. You have to pick from all item one and display it. Data exploration is just like that. Future engineering, it is playing very feature engineering. It plays very important role in our journey in the data science. Feature engineering is a process using domain knowledge to extract the feature from the raw data. After data cleaning, you get the information. But from the data cleaning, you know that which data is required. The engineer can know it. They know that which information is required. So by not analyzing everything, by the what pattern they have to analyze, what is happening. In the cricket match, some of the pitch reporter are there. They're giving a what like future prediction. The first innings, the team will get the score of the 350. Second team maybe face the problem because of feature engineering is just applied in the sense of experience. You assume up to 90% this will happen. We know that in the October, previously we know that in the October the cyclone maybe it is hit to Odisha, but now it is also happened in the coastal area in the month of May, June, and again in September or October. We face that problem, West Bengal, or we face this problem in Odisha also. Features are used by predictive models and it is influence the results. Okay, it is called as the predictive model. Predictive model means, in short, prediction modeling is a statistical technique using machine learning and data mining to predict and forecast likely future outcome. It's just like that. After analyzing your information, after analyzing or gathering the information, you have to give a good prediction that will what happened with your data or what is happening in the business. Okay. And last part is data visualization. Then after analyzing, then you have to show your information in a various graphical tools. Okay, like Matplotlib, scatter, plotter, graphs. So these are the way to representing the information. So it is called other data visualization. So for applying whatever the thing life cycle I have discussed with you, this life cycle is implemented by using NumPy, Panda, SciPy. It is the initial step of machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning. AI, ML, and what? Deep learning. So all are based upon the data. Now, data playing the important role in our life because from the data we have to visualize we have to predict the future. We have to predict the future of the business. We have to predict the third wave. We have to predict maybe after vaccination, this pandemic is maybe over. That is based upon the data. So that as a data scientist, the data visualization and these are the life cycle is required for you. And these are the new trending technology which is helping you to become a data scientist. It is not like that only limited to certain stream, certain branch. So any person can become a data scientist by knowing this knowledge. As because Python is simple to learn than the other programming language like Java, like C++, like C is very simple language. And it is having a feature like interpreter, step-by-step execution is that. Okay. So it is all about your data science. What is data science and how the data is working. Okay. So it is having a huge roles now and it is having a trending job now. If you learn it properly and if you do your career on this data science, you can earn up to 20 lakhs and 12 lakhs per annum. Okay, these are the demanding job now. But if you learn all the tools, then you can assume that you have to go to that level. Okay, but basic knowledge you have that like Python and you have the knowledge of the core Java, then you can move your career to the data science. Okay, so hope you understand any question. Atmajyoti, Aditya, Sonali.
Yes, sir.
Any doubt, any question? Okay. Okay, so I end this session. Thank you. Thank you for joining this session. Okay. So bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.